Live. It takes a couple seconds to catch up. So, good morning, Northern Kentucky Career Center and Facebook viewers. We are so excited to have you guys this morning. Join me. My name is Haley Franklin. I'm the Youth Talent Development Specialist at Northern Kentucky Career Center. And I'm so excited to have my fellow Carrolltonian here with me, Miss Heather Yoakum. She is the Carrollton Campus Site Director for Jefferson Community Technical College right here in Carroll County. So I feel the love, all of the Carroll County love here with us this morning, and I'm so excited to have you, Heather. So thank you for joining us.
Yes, thanks for having us today.
Absolutely. We are going to give everybody just a couple seconds to kind of catch up and see that we are live.
See that
and get in here. Perfect. All right, Heather, let's go ahead and get started. We'll just jump right in. And if you want to start off and give us, myself and the viewers, a little bit of background on Jefferson Community Technical College, that would be a great starter for us.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I was afraid my internet is kind of coming in and out there. So Jefferson Community Technical College, the Carrollton campus we have 6 campuses within Jefferson. They're located in Louisville, Shelbyville, and of course Carrollton. Jefferson is part of KCTCS, which stands for Kentucky Community and Technical College System. We have 16 colleges in the state of Kentucky, with Jefferson being the largest, with about 13,000 students. The Carrollton campus specifically opened in 1991. We were in the former department store, over 100 years old, on Main Street. And a few years ago, the KCTCS Build Smart initiative said each of the 16 colleges would have one project. For Jefferson, that was the Carrollton campus. And the state said that they would help with funding if our region came up with 25% of the overall cost. And so our region, so from Oldham to Owen County, came up with $4 million in less than 6 months. And I think that's really a true testament to our region and the support for the Carrollton campus, but also that they really want for local residents to become educated at the Carrollton campus and then come back to work and live locally. So that's really our mission. We offer a variety of associate's degrees, diplomas, and certificates. So students are able to complete a credential within 2 years or less and then get into the workforce or transfer to a 4-year college. So we have this kind of go to work theme for a student that might not want the 4-year traditional track, or we also help students get the first 2 years of a 4-year degree program and then they can transfer to a 4-year school.
Awesome. Thank you, Heather.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of overview for the Jefferson campus here in Carrollton. And now I want you to tell the viewers a little bit about the Future 42 program.
Yes. So last year, the Carrollton campus and PR also met with all of our local industries that are located on Highway 42. And we had a work group meeting for about 4 hours talking about how we could get more students in the pipeline for advanced manufacturing careers. So the degree programs at the Carrollton campus that encompass Future 42 are engineering and electronics technology, applied process technologies, welding, and general occupational and technical studies. Our Future 42 partners include North American Stainless, Nucor, Dow, PMC, and KU-LG&E. And really, when they're talking about an employee, they really want somebody local because they're more likely to stay here, live here, work with them for a longer period of time. Kind of an overview of the degree programs: engineering, electronics, technology. We talk a lot about gamers. So if you like gaming, you have multiple computers able to watch the screens to make sure the equipment is running correctly. And if it breaks down, you're able to fix it. Applied process technologies is for someone who wants to be a chemical or power plant operator. So in the next 5 years, KU-LG&E will have over 25 operator positions that are available. So we're training those students to become employees at our local industry. Again, they're all located on 42, which is why the 42 comes into play. It's future because it is our future, because in the next the next 2 to 7 years, 40 to 50% of the job market will retire with 20 to 30 years of experience going out the door. So we're working together as partners, again, to get the word out about advanced manufacturing and trying to get more students in the pipeline. What's nice about these programs is that they are currently paid for through the Work Ready Scholarship that's provided by the state. There's a local consortium scholarship that's also available. The consortium is made up of all those local industry partners that we talked about. So there are ways to pay for college. So students are able to graduate with very little student loan debt or no student loan debt at all. They are able to work as an intern or co-op, so they're making money while they're in school. They're getting the hands-on experience while they're in college, so they're getting the knowledge in the classroom and then working with someone who's been in the field. They are typically connected with a mentor, someone who can help them with homework. And when I say a mentor at the industry site, and really to show them the ropes. Then also with being in that new campus, it's a $16 million building, but in our engineering and electronics technology lab alone, we have $1.6 million worth of equipment. So students are working with faculty members who have worked in the field, have lots of experience. They're able to work on state-of-the-art equipment in a state-of-the-art building that's been paid for, and or monies have come in through local industries and partners. And then they're able to get the hands-on experience by working in the field. Students are able to make between $55,000 and $70,000 a year with a 2-year degree. And so I always break that down for students when I'm talking to them that I've been out of college 10 plus years, have 2 degrees, and I don't make $70,000 a year. I mean, that's huge. So students are coming out of college, not even the age of 21, making an income that, can sustain a lifestyle and a family for that matter. So.
Absolutely. Sounds like an amazing program. I'm so fortunate that we have something like that right here in Carroll County.
Yes.
So we talked a little bit about this yesterday, but can you go over for our viewers just what type of jobs in Northern Kentucky that the programs at Jefferson Community Technical College are geared to?
Right. So yesterday when we talked, of course, we talked about the advanced manufacturing, and that's part of our Future 42 umbrella. So, right, the applied process technology is for a chemical and power plant operator. Then you have the engineering, electronics technology, welding. But also at the Carrollton campus, I think it's a time to really talk about, too, our other degree programs as well. So in our region right now, we have a need for EMTs. Well, the Carrollton campus offers a 16-week EMT course that's also paid for through the Work Ready Scholarship. And those students do those ride-alongs locally. We have a Medicaid nurse aide. There's a need for that in our region. That's typically an 8-week course that's paid for through the Work Ready Scholarship. We have a 1-year accelerated practical nursing program. That program starts in January, ends in December. Students apply every September. Their prerequisites are completed that fall semester before the classes start in the spring. And then they're also doing clinicals locally. Again, another program paid for through this Work Ready Scholarship that we're talking about. So you've got this advanced manufacturing realm. You have allied health. Of course, we can also other allied health programs like radiography, occupational therapy, physical therapy assistant, radiography, registered nurse, all of those can also be started at the Carrollton campus and then completed in Louisville. Then we're also looking at things if you want to be a teacher. We have early childhood education, education that helps you, a degree that helps you transfer to a 4-year college. We have IT, business administration. So all of those things can be started in Carrollton. There's lots of opportunities here locally. So whether I'm talking to an employer in advanced manufacturing, healthcare, or just a receptionist, somebody that does medical coding, billing, data entry, all of that, there are all those needs here in our community locally. And you can get started at Jefferson and we can get you connected with those employers.
Absolutely. Now, I know that there are probably some little future teachers out there watching, or parents of possible future teachers, or EMTs, healthcare professionals, even advanced manufacturing. All of those are so important. So we appreciate the fact that you can kind of go over those with us.
Yes.
How do they apply for classes if they would like to?
Okay, so the process is that students can go to our website, www.opendoors.us, and apply. Applying for admissions is free. Currently, due to COVID-19, while we are offering some remote assessment, we are also taking high school grade point average into consideration. So we would either need any type of assessment that you've had, so ACT, SAT, Coyote, tape, any of those. And if those are not scores that then get you into the college classes that you need, we can also look at that high school grade point average. Once we've received that, all new students have to go through a process called SOAR, Student Orientation, Advising, and Registration. And that's basically where we talk to you about resources on campus, how to be a successful college student, and then we will get you connected with an assigned advisor so that you can get registered for classes. We are doing all of those virtually this summer. Of course, students, we also recommend that they apply for financial aid at fasfa.ed.gov. You'll need to make sure you also include our school code, which is 006961. The other reason why students have to fill out the FAFSA, so a lot of times I'll hear, well, I won't qualify for grant monies. You have to fill that out in order to apply for the Work Ready Scholarship as well. So the Work Ready Scholarship really helps that student who's loan only, right? So they're not eligible for grants, but they're wanting to go to school. So that's where the Work Ready Scholarship comes into play. It pays 15 credit hours of tuition, so the fees are still the responsibility of the student. Okay. So apply, get high school grade or transcript in, assessment, then go through the orientation process, get registered for classes.
Awesome. And there's a little crawler down at the bottom of the screen here. You can apply right down there, opendoors.us. And I like that you mentioned the TABE test. That is something that we actually help proctor at the Kentucky Career Center. So if anybody out there is interested in coming into our office, we can help with that once we open the doors back up to the public. And we are working on a way to help proctor that virtually as well. So got a couple little pools there to work from. Let's talk about a day in the life of a typical nursing student and a welding student at JCTC.
Sure. So I'll start with nursing. Nursing program is typically a Monday through Thursday, sometimes Monday through Friday, depending on the way that the schedule runs with a particular semester. Classes run anywhere from 9 to 3 or 9 to 4. With a break for lunch. The first semester will be more of the lab time. Again, we have a brand new lab at the Carrollton campus with lecture. And then as the year goes on, you'll spend more time in clinicals. So that's kind of the format of the nursing program. Welding classes are during the day. Again, all new lab space. We have 14 booths that are available for students. Lindsay Gilbert teaches that program, and she's a Jefferson graduate. So students in the welding program, you're more of 2 days a week. We do a block schedule at the Carrollton campus, and that's just because so many students also work while they're going to school. So you're looking at either a Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday format. Of course, some lecture, but I mean, welding is very much hands-on, where you're really in the booth and putting what you've learned in the classroom to use. So.
Right. I did just want to say, I took a tour. You gave me a tour, and Lisa Stethan gave me a tour, and my coworker, Elizabeth Adams from the Kentucky Career Center. I just wanted to mention that these are state-of-the-art, amazing equipment and facilities that we have right here in Carroll County. Wonderful professors also that have had experience in the field and that all of the kids truly love. So it's just amazing. And I just wanted to say, how great it is to have that right here in Carrollton.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the Stay Close, Go Far initiative.
Sure. So that was created by our PR office so that students understand that you can still go to school close or in your hometown and then go far as, in regards to careers. So we have the education, the pathway there. We've partnered with Carroll County Schools. Carl Roberts really is great. And so we did kind of that Stay Close, Go Far campaign with Carroll County High School graduates who also either graduated from Jefferson or took classes with us, and they're still in the area. So we just want students to know that, really, you can start at Jefferson and go anywhere, and there are lots of opportunities in your hometown. And it's great that we can all work together to get students educated and then into our workforce, really and truly.
Absolutely. So if you ever get to take a tour or visit JCTC, they're famous right now for the hashtag Stay Close, Go Far initiative. So take a picture and post it on social media and make sure you put the little hashtag Stay Close, Go Far. Yes. I love that initiative. I think it's amazing and truly, truly encourage students to get their education at JCTC and stay here and help, build our community and grow in our region as well. So our whole entire Northern Kentucky region. So we talked about the Work Ready Scholarship a little bit. Did you want to add anything else in there about
Sure. I think, one other thing that I really want to say, that with our mission, I mean, we really, with the Stay Close, Go Far, we want students to work here, live here, learn here, right? And so that's definitely encompasses the Stay Close, Go Far. The other piece of that in regards to Work Ready Scholarship, I think I did cover most things, but students have to fill out the financial aid application, and then there's a separate application through KIA. It kind of looks over these high demand, high wage sectors in the state of Kentucky. So that's advanced manufacturing, IT, business, and anything healthcare, or not anything, but healthcare based. So they look at those. You have to be in a pre-approved degree program. Know that classes or programs like nursing is selective admissions. So that scholarship won't pay for the prerequisites, but it will pay if you're accepted into that program, and up to 15 credit hours of then your nursing classes. And it does really help that student who, a lot of times we hear students say, well, I can't go to college, it's too expensive. Just know that Jefferson and part of KCTCS, we had the lowest tuition in the state of Kentucky. And that then for those students who don't get grant monies, that scholarship will basically help the student as loan only. And again, up to 15 credit hours of tuition. There's just so many opportunities right now, and we hate for there to be any barriers, like not being able to pay. And even with our Future 42 programs, in addition to the Work Ready Scholarship, there's the consortium scholarship that's made up of local industries too. So lots of opportunities to pay for college and go to school and look at different career choices. And there's definitely a need for skilled workers right now in the state of Kentucky, in our region, and nationwide.
Absolutely. And while we're on the topic of paying for school, I did just want to throw in our WIOA grant dollars that we have at the Kentucky Career Center. We can also help pay for classes that are out there for you guys. If you're watching, we have a grant program that helps pay for some students' classes as well. And that kind of overlaps both of those with JCTC as well. We're very excited to partner with you guys and are excited to open up doors for students again, whenever that may be.
Right.
So with all this craziness, we're happy that you could join us virtually. And so I don't have any more questions for you, but we've come to the time where there will be a question and answer session here with Facebook. And what will happen is right now we'll give our viewers just a couple minutes to kind of chime in and ask questions that they might have. And then we will take just a few minutes to go over those and go from there.
Okay.
Leanne Dunaway did have a question early on in the video. She says, can I work full-time and take nursing? Are there some online?
Well, so it depends on so when students are working on prerequisites, most of those classes can be completed online. I would say that anatomy and physiology 1 and 2, it's available online, but it is a little bit more difficult right online versus in person for a lot of students. So it depends on the student's preference. Once you're in the nursing program, some students do work maybe a day of the weekend, but you're really kind of dedicated to those nursing classes. I mean, it's a year of really just focusing on school. So the general rule of thumb that we say is for every hour, or for every credit hour that you have, you should expect to spend 2 to 3 hours outside of class working on homework, studying, writing papers. So it's if you're a full-time student with 12 credit hours, I mean, it's a full-time job. I mean, you're looking at upwards of 36 plus credit hours a week focused on school. So it's really hard to go to school full-time and work full-time. And especially when you're getting in a selective admissions program like nursing, I mean, you really do have to kind of scale back a little bit. And it's a year of commitment, but, in some cases, that's kind of a short-term commitment, right? Yeah. For the 1 year to get finished and then be employed as a practical nurse. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Let's see if we have any other questions coming in here. Okay. Garrett Griffith. Hello, Garrett. He works for the Kentucky Career Center. He just had a little baby boy yesterday. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations.
Absolutely. He says he's late to the party here. About how many programs are offered there at JCTC?
At JCTC, well, we have our getting tongue-tied there. Our 4 future 42 programs, which is engineering, electronics, technology, applied process technologies, welding, and the general occupational technical studies. We have the practical nursing program. Students can complete the certificate in the HST, which it prepares students for the Medicaid nurse aide or the EMT. And then students, we offer the Associates of Arts, Science. Those are the first 2 years of a 4-year degree, so that you can transfer to the Associates of Art, the Associates of Science is for anyone who wants to major in science, math, pre-med, pre-pharmacy, that STEM major, anything kind of science, math based. The Associates of Arts is for everything else. So think about history, humanities, psychology, things of that nature. And then we also offer business, education, criminal justice, some IT, but again, several of those classes are going to be offered online.
Right. Okay. I don't see many more questions. Here's one from Susanna Courtney. Does JCTC limit the distance in which someone lives from campus? That's a good question.
Meaning?
I'm guessing to be a student.
If they're a certain way, can they or can't they attend the campus?
They don't have to live in the region, correct?
Right. So we have students all over who take our online classes.
Okay.
When you're out of, so if you're out of state and wanting to take in-person classes, depending on where you're living, I mean, you might pay out-of-state tuition, but our online classes don't have out-of-state tuition rates. So, I mean, students could be wherever taking classes. Okay. But, I mean, most people pick the campus, the Jefferson campus, based on where they live and what's closest. But I do know that we have students who, come just from Louisville or other places because they want to be on our campus. So it's, really the preference of the student. And we have Carrollton students who might need a classes at the downtown Louisville campus. So
right, absolutely.
Not a limit. That's the question, if I answered that question correctly.
I think you did. Great job. So the next question comes from Anita. She's also an employee at the Kentucky Career Center, and she works with the youth as well. So she's able to take these answers that you're giving and take them back to customers. We work with youth 16 to 24. So her question is, can students take some of these credits in high school?
They can. So we have a really strong dual credit program with all of our regional high schools. Each program is different based on the agreement that we have with the school, but students can start to take classes as dual credit. Currently, it's been 1/3 of the tuition rate without any fees, and students go through their high school counselor, and we have a kind of a liaison at the campus that helps facilitate that dual credit program. But yes, they can take classes in high school as long as they meet the criteria, and can start early on their college career for sure. Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, Heather, it looks like the questions are dwindling down, but I did want to say, if anybody has any questions specifically for you or about the campus, they can get in contact with me or they can message our Facebook page. Do you have a contact or a number or email that you would like to give out or have me put in the comment section once this video has aired?
Sure. So my email is heather.yoakum@kctcs.edu. That's heather.yoakum@kctcs.edu.
Perfect. And then I'll just stick that in the comment section below. Okay. And if anybody has any specific questions like related to their students or their customers that they might work with, they can reach out to you if they don't rather talk to you one-on-one.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. Looks like we are going to wrap up. We did 24 minutes. That's really good. Yeah. I was worried about talking too fast because we're like excited, fast talkers. Yes. So that's good. All right. So questions are wrapping up. And I just wanted to say thank you so much, Heather, for coming on board with us this morning. And I will stick the website down here in the comment section below as well once the video is aired.
Okay.
And I
Well,
did
thanks
want
so
to
much for including us. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. To our viewers that are still tuning in, we will have another guest next week. It will be on Thursday, and at 9:30 a.m. it will be Speedway gas station. So we'll check out who they're hiring for and their pay rates and things like that. Heather, thank you so much. We
Yes,
appreciate
thank you.
you. Stay close
Okay,
to the
thank you.
car.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a
Bye.
good day. Bye.